Hi.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. So, my name is Adlyn, and
Okay,
this is,
Nurul and Fadhilah.
okay,
and we're from College Professional Mara Sri Iskandar, and we will interview you on your experience living in Australia.
okay,
Can you
sure, no problem.
introduce yourself?
Okay, first of all, can you hear me?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Okay, first of all, I would like to apologize for my appearance. I didn't take shower yet because I was in the library for 12 hours. Sorry for that.
Mm-hmm.
And my name is
Okay.
Muhammad Zakwan Imran. And as you said, you need my opinion on Islamophobic in Australia, from what I heard.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're actually going to start from what we actually read and from what we actually heard. Basically, generally, we actually read that in Australia there's a lot of Islamophobic cases that happens in Australia. Is that right?
Okay, one thing that I have to make clear is Islamophobic is unfortunately it's very common nowadays. During my experience there, during my time there, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't experience any, but I what I saw was some of them can be super ignorant. Like when I was in Australia, I took biotechnology, and I remember one of my classmates asked me, "Oh, you can take science even though you are
Mm-hmm.
Muslim? I thought in science and your religion are against each other, something like that." But
Oh.
yeah, but a friend of mine actually experienced this Islamophobia. She actually she wear the headscarf, the hijab, and
Mm-hmm.
this Asian shopkeeper said, "We don't serve your kind here," and this is in Melbourne.
Mm.
But personally,
Oh, I
I have
see.
never experienced myself. I never experienced it lah. But yeah, like I said, some of
Mm.
them can be super ignorant.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so we'll ask you a question. We
Sure.
have already written and choose our questions. So the first one would be, are you actually be able to perform your prayers freely? Especially during Friday prayer, you have to go to mosque or the nearby mosque. Are you actually be able to walk freely?
To be honest, yes. You have to understand. One of the my favorite thing to do in Australia is to go shopping. So,
Mm.
because unlike shopping mall in Malaysia, they don't have surau. So
Mm.
we actually just pray anywhere that not inconveniencing other people, like
Mm.
changing the changing room. Sometimes we went even to the room where parents can change their baby's diapers. Yeah, we even go there to pray. So far, of course, we got weird looks, but so far, no one like blatantly say, "Oh, what are you doing? You cannot do this in the public." Nothing. And for Friday prayer, actually, that's a case, but I think mostly that's our fault as the Muslim community there. What I mean is that some of the brothers there, they park their cars everywhere. This causing,
Mm-hmm.
just like in Malaysia. In Malaysia, we can get away with that because we are the majority. Unfortunately, in
Yeah.
Australia, we can't get away with that because people start to complain. And the mosque that we used to pray before was actually at a neighborhood. So yeah, when you park your
Oh.
car everywhere, of course they started to complain. But to be honest, we are pretty much free to practice our religion there.
Mm.
Okay.
I see. For based on from what I hear, Australia is actually a very friendly country. So are they actually friendly towards outsiders, especially towards Muslim?
Okay, here's the thing. Because my circle of friends are mostly my university friends. They are very friendly. They are very friendly and very accommodating. I remember during Ramadan, they will ask me whether it's okay to eat in front of me, and I will say yes because it's not like my first time trying to learning how to fast, so it's no
Mm-hmm.
problem. But the community out there, yeah, they are not very friendly. Because I've heard words such as bloody Asians being thrown so much. Some of them can be pretty xenophobic. I would say that. But
I see.
I don't have this problem with university
Mhm.
students with those who are in university, because maybe they are very used to receive people from other country. But the community, good God, they can be super ignorant, like I said before.
I see.
Okay, so I think I heard that most gyms in your overseas, they have their own Muslim community. Is there any big Muslim community in Australia?
Yes, it is called in my university. It was called Monash University Islamic Society, and this society is actually quite big and quite active. What I mean by active is that uh, you have to in Australia only Nando's is halal. Okay, only
Mm.
Nando's is halal. So what Muiz did, and I think they are very good at it was they they actually requested McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken, McDonald's, to separate the burger that we can eat, and by that is
Oh.
fillet of fish. So in some
Oh.
way, yeah, we can only eat fillet of fish. So they requested that fillet of fish to be fried somewhere else, separated from the other thing. Yeah, and they got that. So the Muslims there can actually eat fillet of fish. So yeah, yeah, we have a quite big organization there.
Okay.
Other
So
sorry, do you want me to
yeah.
add anything?
Oh yeah, sure. Can.
Okay. And then of course, Muiz also we have the buka puasa thing. Like
Mm.
everybody was invited. If they want to come, they can come.
Oh.
And there are
Mm.
even non-Muslims that join us. And some of them
Mm.
like, oh, I wanted to try to fast for 1 day, and they did.
Mm.
They came to
Did
the
it?
event. Yes, they did.
Mm.
Yeah, like that's why I said. In university, I
Mm.
don't see this kind of problem. But outside there, the community outside there, yeah, they can be very very ignorant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next question. Is that true that hate crimes against Islam or just basically outsiders and or immigrants are a lot in Australia? Hate crimes.
Okay. I c- I can only speak from my experience. Of course,
Yeah.
these problems still exist. The
Mm.
problem still exists, especially when we have a Arab community over there, which quite big
Yeah.
too. Um, what happened was the one that I heard is a fight between local and the community of Arab. Yeah,
Mm.
I won't classify it as a racist attack or an attack due to Islamophobic tendency, but
Mm.
yeah, it happened. These frictions do happen. So, is that a lot? I'm not sure, because to be honest, I didn't really follow the latest news on what happening in Australia now. But based during my time,
Oh.
it is hardly seen. It is hardly seen there, because Australia and New Zealand, as both of you know,
Mm-hmm.
they are among the most liberal countries in the world. So yeah, that
Yeah.
includes respecting other religions. So okay,
Okay. So that's a good thing then.
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. So next is how does exactly the society react to Muslim when you first ever be there?
Sorry, how does they
How,
react towards what?
Muslim.
towards Muslims?
Okay. A lot of, like I said, my friends are very open-minded. They have no problem with me not eating bacon, not drinking, not
Mm.
out partying with them. The
Mm-hmm.
outside, however, the community outside, however, is quite, not all of them, but there are cases where my female friends usually encounter this. I remembered I remembered that in one of my friend's class, I
Mm-hmm.
think she took sociology. I would say that sociology, and they were actually surprised that my friend, who is a female Muslim, that wear hijab, and she can drive. They were surprised that she can drive.
Oh.
They were
Mm-hmm.
really surprised, and then she said, "Oh, you can drive." And then they asked her, "Oh, can you go out of your house without telling your father?" And then she said, "Of course I can, but I won't do that because he's my father. I respect my father." And they were really surprised at that. And then they thought all Muslims marriage are arranged marriages. So as you
Oh.
Oh.
yes, exactly. They thought that oh, they were like, oh, you can have boyfriend over there, you can have girlfriend over there. That's what exactly
Oh.
they thought. I think
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
problem is that they are conflating between Arab and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Muslim. Uh, because
Uh-huh.
Mm.
yeah, because in certain Arab country, women are not allowed to vote. They can't
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't even continue their study. And I think that's terrible. So I
Mm.
think they are conflicting between these two identity, Muslims and Arab. So that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that's why I say I don't notice a lot of Islamophobic. I just notice a lot of ignorance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Okay.
So, based on what you said, so the our woman, this woman can live calmly in Australia because from what you said, there's a lot of people questioning about can she drive, can she blah 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 blah. I mean, can they actually live calmly there?
Okay. There are actually in my university, the area itself, Clayton. There are a lot of Malaysian family actually settling there. They finish their
Mm,
study and they decided to stay there. And
mm,
most of them are religious. It means they wear
yeah.
headscarf
Mm-hmm.
properly and so on. So I would say
Mm,
yes. I would say yes. They can live peacefully there, even though, like
mm,
I said, racists and people who are ignorant are everywhere. So you can't avoid
mm,
that. Of course, there are people who will be asking this and that question about your religion, but some of them are out of curiosity, but of course, some of them out of spite. But
mm,
I would say yes. Women can really live peacefully in Australia. I would say that.
mm,
But
Yeah.
of course, remember, my my part of town, I would say,
mm,
is very close to university, and it's like 15 minutes to Melbourne, a big
mm,
city.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
most of people there are educated. I can safely say that they
Uh,
are educated. I'm not sure
mm,
about the other places where the rural area where they have limited exposure to Muslims.
mm,
They are
Mm-hmm.
living in a homogeneous community. So yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Okay. Next will be are there actually any discrimination for races
Mm.
happenings when you do your work or study? Like, is there any?
Okay. I wouldn't say that there wasn't. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say there aren't any. Of course there are. Discrimination
mm,
is everywhere. It's like one universal
yeah.
thing
Mm-hmm.
that every country unfortunately have, even in Malaysia. But I think there is, and because like I said before, my friend got denied service. Some
Mm,
mostly they only do this to women.
mm,
I don't know, I don't know why. I think because they view women that wear headscarf as very submissive. I don't know
mm,
Mm-hmm.
about that. But yeah, in terms of work, the one who I think quite discriminated is their own aborigine, the Australian aborigine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh,
yeah, that
okay.
one is quite discriminated because, like both of you know, Australia
Mm,
is actually colonized by the British.
Yeah.
There were people there before British started to send their criminals over there. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think the discrimination, if you are interested in, you can look into discrimination to Aborigines. In terms of towards Muslims, I don't see. I have never experienced it. I have never
Mm-hmm.
experienced it. I have never seen it beforehand. Yeah,
Mm.
but of course, like I said, some of my friends got that, and I've been asked ignorant questions before. So if you want to consider that as
Mm.
racist, yeah, maybe you can. But I didn't never experience it or saw it by my own eyes.
Mm.
So I think we'll give you the last question.
Yeah.
So
Okay. What is the most unforgettable incident related to discrimination that ever happened to you?
Okay. To me, again,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, nothing discriminatory that had ever happened to me. But
Mm.
if I may, I would like to add a story that happened to another female friend of mine.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, another female friend of mine. Yeah, the one that attacked her was uh, a girl, unfortunately, another lady.
Mm.
And
Okay.
then she was inside a bus. She was inside a
Mm.
bus, and this girl keep on throwing all the insults in the world towards her. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
oh,
Out of nowhere. This one girl just and if I may add, the bus was packed, and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, to my very disappointment, nobody did anything there. Nobody did
Mm.
anything there. Everybody was looking at this idiot keep on throwing insults toward my friend, and among the insults, she said, "Diaper head, you are a terrorist, you are being, yeah,
Mm.
you are following a misogynistic religion, your religion oppress you," and so
Mm.
on. And that went for a long time. And my friend is unfortunately quite passive, so she just took
Mm.
all the insult like a champion. If I was there, of course I would insult her face back. But yeah,
Mm.
my friend is quite passive, so she just accepted her fate during the whole journey of the bus. I think like what about
mm-hmm.
10 minutes. I think that's a quite long time for you to insult another people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was the most unforgettable experience. But that didn't happen to me. That happened to my friend. Like I said before,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Islamophobic attacks that I can see in Australia, from what I heard, happen to female. Unfortunately, maybe they are
Mm.
scared. Maybe they are scared of men.
The male.
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe
Mm-hmm.
they don't
Mm.
respect female, which is very
Mm-hmm.
annoying, very rude of them to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they think Muslim females are very are easy to be pushed around. Yeah, so that,
Mm.
like I said,
Okay.
that was the experience.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that
see.
that is terrible.
Yeah. So,
So you have answered all of our question.
mm,
Yeah,
Thank you very much for the time.
yeah,
yeah.
problem. Happy to help. I am happy to help.
Yeah. So, I'm very thankful. We're very thankful that you can actually give more information on more insights on this matter in Australia.
Okay,
So,
Thank you for your time.
bye
okay, no
bye.
problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Let go.
Okay, so this is the reflection towards the interview just now. So from what I've heard, from what we actually heard,
Yeah.
that actually Islamophobic in Australia, especially in in the location that actually the interviewee was in, which was close to Melbourne, it actually focused a lot on women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discrimination and especially Islamophobic happens a lot towards the female Muslim. I think it's because maybe they did not respect the females like they respect the males, or maybe they're just simply scared to provoke the male So they're attacking the females.
Yeah, and based from what we've heard is that not a lot of guys, males actually get into situations with Islamophobic cases because I guess from what we actually hear, they actually attack female more, and actually I think they are just ignorant towards what is true and what is not, just because when I've heard about the case about the interviewee's friend, she actually called her a terrorist when indeed she's not. And really it's not about terrorism, and Australia is not even terrorized by any Muslim country, so this is not their battle. So, and they should actually research more on Islam rather than just straight out hating on someone who is terribly innocent in that situation.
Yeah, and also from what we have heard, the interviewee also said that they're actually mistaken all of the Muslim people as the Arabic people. They're even like surprised that we actually, the Asian or mainly the Muslim people, can actually drive, and our marriage can and are not necessary to be the arranged marriage, and we can actually go outside without our parents' permission. Of course, we will ask because we respect them, but I think they actually just think of the Muslim people as the Arabic people.
Yeah, and however, that's like from what he said just now. Australia is kind of like a free country, but at the same time, there's also hate crimes against Muslims and Islamophobia cases. But however, when he said that he was able to perform his prayers freely, I think that is also something that is okay. It's good because they don't really care. However, they don't really care enough to stop others in doing that crime, because it is a crime to actually hate on people.
I think it's easy to say that the Islamophobia is actually exists in Australia, but it's not that big. But it actually exists.
Yeah, it does.
It may be the minority.
Yeah, because not everyone is Islamophobic. Maybe they're just ignorant and they just really don't care. But
some people are just not.
Yeah, people just don't care enough. However, some people is just straight out not really accepting Islam in their country because they think that they are terrorists. So yeah, so that is our reflection for this issue. Okay,
thank you.
Thank you. Bye.